Okay, welcome. We have a short mat Pilates class. We're going to start by getting down onto your mat, extending onto your spine. Palms are going to face up to the sky just for a moment here. Let everything weigh heavy. Take a deep breath in through the nose, through the back of the throat. Exhale. Bring those fingers, interlace them right above your rib cage. We're going to engage into that transverse abdominals. We're going to inhale, breathe laterally through the nose, laterally through the ribs. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Belly pulls down into the spine, transverse abdominal engages. Inhale through the nose, expand those rib cages as far out you can go. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Palms are going to come down. Knees are going to bend here. We're going to go into a pelvic curl. We're going to engage our hips into our rib cage so that transverse abdominal is nice and engaged. We're keeping a neutral spine. We're going to lift up the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, squeezing the glutes. Now, if you feel it into your hamstrings, walk your feet a little bit closer to your butt. If you feel it in your quads, walk your feet out just a little bit. Want you to engage into those glutes. Exhale, lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to go for 4. Exhale, lift. Keep that transverse abdominal engaged the whole time. Don't release that hip engagement with the ribs. Keep those hips engaged. Exhale, lift. For 3. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower down. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Last 1. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. We're going to go for some leg changes. Well, leg lifts, pardon you. We're going to exhale, lift up, inhale, then exhale, lift up right leg, then bring that right leg down, tap. Exhale, lift, inhale to lower. Exhale, lift, moving from that right hip. That left hip is going to want to lift a little bit. Pressing down, just roll down just a little bit just to use that glute to help engage. Exhale, lift. You can also press your hand for that mind to muscle connection. For 3. Exhale, lift for 2. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. We switch the legs. Right hand taps onto that right hip for that mind to muscle connection. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up left leg. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Transverse abdominals engaged. We're using those abdominals to lift up that leg. Right side is going to want to lift up. We push it down, pressing through that right hand just by slightly tapping that mind to muscle connection. For 3. Exhale for 2. Last 1. We lower down, catch your breath. We keep those both feet planted. We inhale, exhale, lift up both legs. We're going to extend out right leg. Inhale, bring it back. Now you can support the head, neck, and shoulder here. We're going to extend it out, bring it back in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it back in. For 5. Exhale, 4. Single leg extension for 3. Those knees are in line with our hips for 4. Lifting up, opening of the chest for 3. You're looking at your eyes diagonally through your shoulders, your elbows, pardon me, for 2. And 1. Bring it down gently, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to exhale, lift up right leg into the chest. Left leg is going to extend. We exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Head, neck, and shoulder is off the mat. Our hands are pushing into our knee. Well, more like tapping onto our knee, helping us engage here a little bit deeper into that transverse abdominals. Let's go for 4. For 3. For 2. Last 1. Bring it down. Catch your breath. We're going to go for some leg changes. Hands come back behind the head. We exhale, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up the legs. We're going to drop right leg, then exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale for 4. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 2, keeping that chest lifted off the mat. Shoulders are pulled down for 3. Last 2. Last 1. And bring it down. Catch your breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to stay here, hands behind the head, feet are planted. You're going to chest lift. Exhale, lift up your chest, head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Inhale to lower back down. Exhale, lift for 5. Exhale, lift for 4. Woo! Exhale, lift for 3. We hold it up in 2. Last one, we hold it up, hold here. We cross over. Fingers are interlaced behind the head. We don't lower down in between. We inhale through, exhale to twist. Inhale through, exhale to twist. For 5. For 4. Seeing your elbows diagonally. For 3. Exhale 2. Exhale. Inhale through. Exhale one more for me. Exhale. Inhale through. Exhale, bring it down. Nice job. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we lower down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to roll onto our side here. We're going to work into some side glutes. Pardon me. We're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae into sitting position. Hands are going to come to the chest. We exhale, twist, pump, twist double time, breathe out double time. So we go inhale through, exhale, inhale through, exhale. Keep twisting, spine's getting taller. Exhale for 4. Inhale through, pardon me, for 3. Exhale, twist. Spine gets taller for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now we roll down onto the side here. We're going to go for some rehab glutes, some wall glutes. We're going to rest our arm down onto the side here, or we can just come elevated. When we're elevated, shoulders away from the head. Our leg underneath is bent 90 degrees. We're going to exhale, lift, inhale, lower. We go for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, hold it up. Last 2, last 1, hold for 5, for 4, for 3, exhale, lift for 2, and 1. Inhale to lower. Plant those feet together. Knees are bent both 90 degrees. Those feet are going to glue together. You're going to exhale, open up the hips. Inhale to lower back down. Exhale, open up for 4. Inhale to lower. Exhale for 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, open up. Use those transverse abdominis. Chest is open, nice and wide. For 2. Exhale, open up. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, open up. Last one, hold for 4. For 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. We're going to switch it over. Opposite side. To begin, leg underneath is bent 90 degrees. Hand can come place down. We exhale, lift, pointing that toe. For 6, exhale, lift for 5. Exhale, lift for 4. Using that hips to lift. Those transverse abdominis is engaged. We're using those side obliques. Exhale, lift for 3. For 2, and 1. Hold for 4. For 3, for 2, and 1. We come down, feet glued together. We go for those clamshells. Exhale, open up the hip. Feet are glued together. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift for 5. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift for 4. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rolling onto all fours here. We're going to go into a front support. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Belly's pulled into the spine. Shoulders are pushing up to the sky. We're going to hold it here. Finish it off nice and strong. Exhale, keep pushing. Hands are pressing into the mat. Transverse abdominals fully engaged. Head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Let's go for last 10. Exhale, 9. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. And exhale, 1, drop the knees, bring it down to a child's pose. Take your time here, breathe it in through the nose. Oh my gosh, that breeze feels so good. Woo! Thank you so much. Bye guys, have a good one. Yay!